VAR is at it again, and Rangers are the ones left biting their tongues. A penalty snub that stinks. Then we turn the heat inside our own camp. Ryan Naderi gets a brutal 4-10 after another empty shift, and Danny Rohl's got a decision to make fast because a title run-in doesn't carry passengers. And just when Emmanuel Fernandez has been a colossus for us, West Ham start hovering. Alan Nixon says Rangers would sell for the right price. The talk of big fees is back on the table. 3 stories, 1 message, pressure, noise, and Rangers right in the middle of it. So we go to Paisley, right, and we win 1-0. Job done on the scoreboard. But the flashpoint, the bit they don't want you dwelling on. Because at 0-0, we've got a header going goalwards, and it smacks Alex Gogic on the arm inside their box. Clear as day in real time once you see it. Stephen McLean doesn't spot it. Fine. Refs miss things. That's why VAR exists, isn't it? Except VAR has a quick look, a quick shrug, and we're told to get on with it. No penalty. No review that takes more than a heartbeat. Nothing. And here's the part that sticks in the throat. 2 ex-top flight refs, Des Roach and Steve Conroy, come out and basically say what every Rangers fan in the pub was shouting. We were highly unfortunate not to get that spot kick. And they're honest enough to admit it cuts both ways. If the ref gives it on the pitch, VAR probably doesn't overturn it. So the whole thing hangs on whether the on-field man catches it, and he didn't. Then you've got our support rightly boiling because you see other penalties given for handball elsewhere. Same weekend, and suddenly the bar looks different depending on the badge, doesn't it? Funny that. How many times do we need to watch the rules bend, the thresholds shift, and VAR move like it's got a mind of its own before someone admits what's going on here? Ryan Naderi, he's getting starts. He's meant to be the focal point, and what are we getting back? Against St Mirren, he's slapped with a 4-10. A striker on the winning side getting a mark like that tells you everything. And it wasn't harsh for the sake of it either. It was earned. 4 shots, 0 goals, no assist. No key passes. Tried to run at people and completed none of his dribbles. Lost the ball 21 times off 44 touches. 21. That's not a center forward holding it up for his midfield. That's a lad coughing it up and breaking your rhythm every time we try to build. And here's the bit that should embarrass him. Jack Butland, their keeper, barely had a save to make, and he still ended up with more touches than our number 9. That's not settling in. That's being nowhere near the game. Aye, he won a few in the air. Fine. 6 out of 9 aerials. Well done. But that doesn't win you a league when the rest of your play is sloppy, when you're losing most of your ground duels, when you're not creating, not linking, not finishing. We can't afford passengers. Not now. Not with the run-in staring us in the face. And the press will do what they always do. Soften it. He needs time, new league, new country. Aye, maybe he does. Maybe a full preseason helps him. But that's next season talk. This season's about earning the shirt every week. The Rangers shirt. You don't get charity starts because you cost a fee and you've got a nice passport. So here's the question. If you're Danny Rohl and you're serious about going right for this title, how many more league games do you hand to a striker who's giving you nothing but lost balls and empty statistics? Emmanuel Fernandez, 6'5", wins his headers, chips in with goals, and he's been one of our best this season after a rocky start. That's the story. He's turned it round, he's become a mainstay, and now West Ham are monitoring him for the summer. Aye, of course they are. And the line doing the rounds is Rangers are willing to sell at the right price. That phrase always sets the teeth on edge, doesn't it? Because the right price for Rangers better mean proper money, not some English club thinking they can turn up with a cheeky offer and a handshake like it's 1998. You've even got Barry Fry at Peterborough saying Rangers would sell him for 30, 40 million down the line. Big talk, but I'll tell you what, that's the mentality we need. If they want a lad who's been dominating up here and scoring from the back, you pay through the nose. That's how it works when it's our player, and don't miss the subtext. London lad, homecoming, Premier League pull, that's the game they play. Whisper in the ear, agent noise, media noise, and suddenly Rangers are meant to be grateful for 8 or 10 million because some website says he's worth about that. Transfer market values don't win you titles. Center halves like that do. Here's the real Rangers concern, right? If Nasser Giga's only here on loan and he's heading back and you punt Fernandez as well, you're ripping the spine out and starting again. 2 new center backs, minimum, maybe 3, and we've seen what happens when you churn the defense every summer. It's an absolute shambles. So I'm saying it straight. Either you keep Fernandez and build around him, or you sell him once for proper Rangers money, and you reinvest like a serious club. No bargains for West Ham. No, we had to accept it. No weak-need stuff. Are we a club that sets the price, or a club that gets picked clean the moment we show a bit of strength? If you're sick of the nonsense, if you want Rangers news told straight with no sugarcoating, hit subscribe right now and keep this channel locked in. This is Rangers. This is Ibrox. And we're not letting any of it slide.